Alrighty, you guys, welcome back to a brand new episode here on
The ankle.
Hey Amber.
I hate you like I'm young.
Cartman, you ate the skin off of every piece of chicken!
The ankle's a little mean.
He looks like a fat Pauly Shore.
When the chow is tea, but the finna is gag, sis, I'm dead as a child.
So, good day everyone. I hope everyone's having a good one, and thank you so much for tuning on in. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, like, subscribe, and comment. So, for today's video, we're taking a look at Amber's latest upload. Now, it's the one from yesterday. This one is aptly titled Cracker Barrel Gate. Stupid. And no longer weighing in or counting calories. Weigh in episode 7. So is she gonna weigh in on this one or not? I don't know. But we know what that means, y'all. We know what that means. The number is going up. So we're just gonna have to look for the visual cues. But yeah, it's a very short video, not even 7 minutes. We will check the comments on this one, don't worry. But yeah, she's looking the same as she always does. Plump in that outhouse shirt. So yeah. I don't even think this video is really going to be anything important. I really don't. She's probably going to lie about the cookies in some shape, way, or form. And she's definitely going to lie about whatever reason she's doing for, I'm no longer going to count calories, I'm no longer weighing in, it's just not good for my mentals, whatever. But yeah, so that's the plan. Thank you so much as always, you guys. And let's just dive right on in, shall we?
Guys, welcome
Hey, Amber!
to another weigh-in video. All right, let's get straight into the questions.
Let's.
How has your BE improved?
Huh? Oh. She means binge eating. Okay. So we're just full-blown accepting it again? Remember, when she was trying to get that fucking surgery, it was, you guys, I never binged. I've never binged. Oh my god.
So I noticed, even though I did outpatient for only a few months,
Oh, now it's just a few months?
noticed that like the tools, the knowledge, and the things that I talked about in outpatient during that time started helping me. But genuinely, all the credit goes to the 9 months of therapy I did with a psychologist when I was
It's still not enough, to be honest.
going to get weight loss surgery. I was only supposed to see that psychologist for 3 months, but I kept going because it
No. You were supposed to see them for quite a few months, leading to a year without binging. Right?
genuinely was like changing my life, and it still has. Like, that's a psychologist that died.
How, Amber? We're 30 pounds below where we were? How? Actually, you're heavier now, I think, than you were at that time. So how is it helping?
Diagnosed me with BPD. Now I'm aware, and that's like the first thing that you need to do when you're a borderline is you need to have that awareness, because without the awareness, you're
I don't know if that's the technical awareness they're talking about, but
like, what's the problem? There's nothing wrong with me. You can have tiny little moments of like, okay, something seems off. What's wrong with me? But I don't really know what. It's the awareness that really helps. All right, let's not talk about that though. That's not what this video is about.
yeah, okay, yeah. Let's just ignore all that.
That psychologist genuinely like changed my life. Yes, I still overeat. Yes, I still have issues.
Still can't keep a relationship, platonic or romantic.
But the BE, like, I don't do that. I'm not saying I'm
Okay.
perfect by any means. What I am saying is those 9 months drastically helped me. And then since then, I
I don't believe it, y'all.
have done on and off therapy, and I've done on and off working on myself, whether it be workbooks or just like the daily journaling, like finding coping mechanisms
She really had to sound that one out. Coping mechanisms.
Literally going to change your life if you struggle with BE. Like, it's hard, obviously, but I've improved drastically in that area.
Girl. Yeah, she doesn't need to binge eat anymore because she just eats a shit ton for every meal.
Do you ever do the lymphatic massages for your illnesses?
Mm.
So by illnesses, I'm pretty sure they mean my lipedema and lymphedema. And I do, but it is hard to do on your own self. So I do the best I can, but
She definitely doesn't.
it's not something that I do like religiously because, like I said, it is very hard to do like by myself. And I'm not going to ask anyone to do it for me because that is my job. Why are you?
That makes no fucking sense. Amber, go see a professional to do it for you. Jesus Christ. Why would you even... Why is that your first go-to, that it would have to fall onto someone else around you? Go see a professional. Fuck. Jesus Christ, a doctor would probably more than gladly do it for you. Let's be so for real. She's at that point. She can't do anything for her damn self. And she is right. It is not the responsibility of those around her. She needs to go see a professional.
Not allowed to be on estrogen. So some cancers
Oh my
actually
God.
feed off of estrogen.
Hold on. I thought this was going to be related to the conversation of weight loss. Why are we diving into this now? Ugh. It's just more, let me get at what all the haters and everyone are talking about.
And the cancer that I was diagnosed with and the stage and grade that it was feeding off of estrogen. Does your mom grocery shop with you? Sometimes.
Feeding off of estrogen? I don't know if that's correct.
I would say 9 times out of 10 she does, but we both have our own cart. She goes her own way, I go my own way. It's like
Girl, bye. She's got to be at least 10 feet away from you at all times.
killing 2 birds with 1 stone because she gets what she needs, I get what I need, and then
Because let me guess, she's over in the produce section, probably getting maybe moderately healthier stuff, and you're over in the frozen whatnot. And that's too much walking for Amber to go hit up both.
usually meet each other out at the car when we're done.
Or, let me guess, half of the list goes to Mama and the other half goes to Amber. 2 birds, 1 stone?
You order 5 cookies from Cracker Barrel. So Cookie Gate was happening in my live stream, which I literally just ended
Literally?
my live stream. So that just ended and now we're here. I was
Oh, the live stream where you were freaking out about Mr. Snowflake? You weirdo.
so confused because people were saying I had 9 cookies and people were saying I had 12 cookies. I was genuinely lost. But I guess it turns out that people saw somewhere that the
I rolled during that. Sorry. I didn't feel like pausing that second, but I rolled during that, like, oh my fucking god. Of course, we're gonna hone in on this bullshit.
only way you can order chocolate chip cookies is if you order 5 or 10 at a time, which before I even found that out, I was trying to explain that the only reason why I had a chocolate chip cookie was because I was trying to get these like beignets. They just looked and sounded so good at the time. But when I went to order it and then the DoorDasher went to go get it, turns out they didn't have those.
Of course. Of course. Please, she would have told all of this at that freaking moment. She would have said all this. So, Amber, you were going to get an even more fat-ass dessert? Bitch. Fucking A. I bet she was real pissed with that cookie then. We were complaining about a cookie. She was like, you guys, I want something way worse.
I was like, okay. So I messaged back and I was like, do they have chocolate chip cookies? I'll take one of those. And then they just gave me a chocolate chip cookie. So no, I didn't have 5 or 9 or 12 chocolate chip cookies. I just had 1. All right. Let's get into the goals that I had last week. My goal was literally just to look into GLP-1s.
What a bullshit ass goal.
I have done that. So if you haven't watched any of my
She's like, done it. and not successful.
Last videos from the last week, literally,
Well, no, she said she's going to doctor shop for it now.
I signed up, I did the questionnaire, I was fixing to get approved for a GLP-1, which
Well, you thought.
has been very easy for me in the past.
Oh, she's pissed. She's pissed that she was told no about something that she wanted to snap her fingers and get. Amber, why are you so fucking predictable, dude?
But this company asked about my gallbladder. I told them I had gallstones over a decade ago, and they denied me.
Over a decade ago. Bitch has been complaining non-stop about it for years. What a law.
And I almost gave up, but instead I was like, you know what? I'm going to be an advocate for myself. I genuinely believe the
So, okay, so that's what that means to Amber. I was told no, I'm not getting what I want, so I'm going to be an advocate for myself, and I'm going to doctor shop until I get what I want. Go frickin' figure. You never change, bitch.
possible reoccurrence of a gallstone is less severe than me staying the size. They did not respond to me, so I'm over it.
You were probably a see you next Tuesday. But let's also be so for real. Amber, it's not their responsibility for you to save your own fucking life, okay? And it's not even the drug's responsibility to save your life. It's your own. So maybe this is the answer to all your questions. You need serious freaking help. My God.
Okay, cool. So that brings me into my goals for this week. My first goal is that I want to talk to my doctor and make an appointment and talk about GLP-1s and see what he thinks. I am willing to closely monitor my gallbladder if that will make him feel more safe about putting me
Are you willing to?
on GLP-1. Number 2, I want to just work on my relationship with food, period. Number
Fed.
3, stop the daily weigh-ins and just weigh myself once a week. All right, so
Oh, okay. Okay. I should have known.
but now let's talk about how my week went. So last week I was feeling shitty, I was feeling defeated, I was feeling overwhelmed, I was feeling like I was drowning, I was
Well, bitch, you also had an infection. See, this is what we mean when we say you should be a little kinder to yourself.
depressed, I was low. I genuinely was not in a good place, and I feel so much better. I feel like I can breathe.
It's almost like you had an infection. Are the 14 days for antibiotics are probably
Again.
up by now, right? I think so.
I feel like I have reached the surface of the water, and I am no longer drowning. I hate
She's just bobbing there like an iceberg.
when I reach lows like that because it reflects in all of my life, and I try very hard to put on a smile and to still be positive and happy, and sometimes it's hard. It's a scary feeling, but I feel a lot better, and I'm just very happy about that. So I decided in the middle of last week that I will no longer be doing daily weigh-ins because they were messing with my head. I also
But didn't she say, don't worry guys, it doesn't mess with my head anymore?
decided that I will no longer be counting calories. I will strictly be focusing on weighing myself once a week while working on my relationship with food. Instead of
Wow. Didn't we just fucking say that?
treating food like it's the problem, the reality is that I'm the problem.
Oh, you don't say.
Nothing I do regarding losing weight will ever be successful unless I work on that relationship. Losing weight is extremely important. That is how I'm going to save my life. But
Maybe.
the only way I can lose weight is, like I said, working on that relationship with food. So that is going to be my main focus.
But we've seen already you cannot do that on your own. So what is your course going to be? Because you said it yourself. It's never going to be successful unless you address those issues you have with yourself. Correct. I don't think you're capable of doing that on your own. You've also proven that. So what are we going to do different here?
I'm still going to continue the weigh-ins for you guys every single week, but by working on the relationship.
Oh, that's right. That's what she's going to do differently. She's only going to weigh in once a week.
the symptom, which has been the weight gain, that is going to improve,
Yeah,
which will then be
okay.
weight loss. And by
So next week, when there's no weight loss, did the symptom
working on
improve?
my relationship with food, I want to use a tool like GLP-1. But on the side, I want to take all the tools that I've ever learned from having a
No, because you've already shown you can't freaking do that. You need more. Oh my god.
dietitian and outpatient, and taking those tools and
No, keep doing them.
realizing that food is fuel. You have to eat.
A tool is also something that you continue to use, Amber. And while, yeah, the knowledge of it can help, you still need to be going and speaking to someone. You still need to be seeing, like, professionals. It's just... And I'm speaking just for what I think Amber needs. I'm not saying this is for everyone. I think for some people, just therapy and the basic-ish is fine and dandy. Some people don't even need that. That's fine. For Amber, though, we know the girl needs serious freaking help.
To live, not live to eat. I still want to enjoy
eye roll.
food. I don't want to think of food as a bad. That is where I know that my relationship with food is not going to be good. So by working on my relationship with food, I need to take the actions into doing so. And as I do them, I will talk.
Listen, she knows what to say, but she doesn't know what to do. So it's all going to result in the same ish.
To you guys more about it. But as of right now, I want to treat my body better. I want to nourish my body the way that we are supposed to.
Okay, go hop in the shower then. Like, actually a deep, deep scrub. Let's try.
Anyways, I feel like I could talk about this for like 9 million years, so let's move on to the weigh-in. Last week I was 514.2, and this week I was 516.2.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. What, is it water retention?
In the middle of the week, I did get down to 513, so I'm noticing I am just fluctuating right now, and I'm not going to beat myself up for it. Because progress
I mean, okay, you're fluctuating up, but okay.
Isn't just lose weight every single day. Progress is very much lose some, gain some, lose some, gain some.
Well, Amber, the point that we're at now, no, you should kind of just be losing it the entire time. Like, come on.
Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Oh, okay, that was it. That was it. All right, let's check the comments. Are you not tired of having the same realizations over and over for the last 10 years? No, that part. How many times have you quit weighing in and calorie counting? 1,000? Cracker Barrel Gate, God, you are so predictable. Remember, when she's not weighing in, it means that she's gaining. I mean, she is. She went up. She said it. But you guys, she weighed 513 before that. So like, still 500 pounds. I've been watching her for years. I even left for a while and came back. Her smugness is unbearable at this point. She talks to us like we are the ones who are 500 pounds and not her. I think in her mind we are. So it's begun. The journey to 800 pounds. Oh, she would break her fucking legs, dude, by the time that happened. Jesus. She makes up her own questions so she can continue to talk about her issues because no one else gives a Just admit that you've given up and are comfortable at this size. People might respect you for it. Maybe. Girl, don't you preach you didn't have BED? Why is that narrative back now? How did therapy help you with the BED you don't have? Yikes on bikes. I didn't even order cookies. I ordered beignets. Girl, do you know how fat this excuse is? Oh, seriously? You can't be trusted to save your life. Inpatient or in ground. Damn. I mean, it's true, though. The DoorDasher pocketed the other 4 or 9 cookies. Okay, Ambi. How can she not see how obnoxious and repetitive this all has truly become? I think she does, but I don't think she cares. Do you lie? Sometimes. How many times? 9 out of 10 times. Girl, you ain't got no awareness. You live in a fantasy world. True. Doesn't really matter how many cookies were ordered. You always seem to have candy bars stashed away somewhere. I bet. You're a weirdo, bro. Yo, why is that so fucking funny? Are you even trying to improve? Seems like you're just vlogging how miserable you are without putting in any effort to get better. Well, of course. I'd still like to hear why you splurged on luxuries while saying you can't afford life-changing medicine without memberships. True. Never seen a comment section where literally everyone is in agreement. Girl, aren't you tired of this same roller coaster? Try a different park. You're the least aware person on the planet. The period between her changing her plans is getting shorter and shorter. True. Like, we've been saying that for a while. That seems like the cycle is going through the stages so much faster now. Like, a week goes by and we've just ran right through. I think back in the day she was vlogging more, like during Beck era. So it felt like there was more in between. Now we just see the beginning to the end in like 2 videos. OMG, if the gallstones are no longer an issue, then why are you not eating in a large calorie deficit in general? Isn't that the excuse you gave before? That's the excuse she gives every freaking time. OMG, you said 2 months ago you still had gallstones, and gallstones don't just disappear. What the F, Amber? Who is asking you these questions? Get a thesaurus and please look up alternatives to the word genuinely. I am begging you. Just admit you got the 5-pack of cookies and move on. I mean, honestly, at this point, if I was Amber, I would just say, fuck it, yeah, I got 5. Move on. Christ. You've been saving your life for 10 years. You really are delusional. You have been saying the same stuff for the last 10 years and refuse to accept that 1, you think you know more than you actually do, and 2, at this point you are beyond help. But either know this and continue to troll, or you are in fact completely out of touch with reality. I think it's the latter. I think she has no firm grasp of what reality actually is, because she has always had a very skewed perception of it. She grew up within the foster care system. That's going to create a bit of a skewed perception on things. Her parents are drug addicts. That's a different perception on things. The life that she led after she turned 18, very privileged, not having to work or earn her own way ever until she was like 25 years old. Please. She was highly privileged. I know she had a lot of shit happen to her, but once she turned 18, the fact that that bitch went from 18 years old to 25 without holding a real ass job full time, crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. I'm just going to put it out there. I cannot get approved for a GLP-1 because I have disordered eating and depression. GLP-1 are not the solution to your issues. Exactly. And it's not that or that like facilities or the doctors' responsibility to give that to her either, especially if they can see it. Proof is in the pudding. A whole bunch of word salad. The same questions over and over. She truly has nothing to talk about. It's either mental illness, food, Legos. She has no friends to chit chat about doing fun things with, no social life to talk about. Just the past and same stuff. She truly thinks her audience is her social life and friends. She lives in a bubble and doesn't even know what life experiences are. That part. Please stop looking at food as a relationship. If not, that's why it's toxic. It's not. That's why it's toxic. Sorry. Progress is not lose some, gain some. Progress is lose some, gain a little, or maintain. Lose some, gain some is how you keep staying in the same place or getting bigger. Can't you go to a center to get the lymphatic massages? That is how you will get them done regularly and properly. That part. And those are the people responsible for that. They only sell both the cookies and beignets in 5 or 10 packs. You basically outed yourself on live last night. LOL. Girl, muting your members for voicing dissenting opinions during a members only live is crazy work, period. What do you think is going to happen not weighing in and not counting calories? Seems like the same BS to me. It always frickin' is, dude. Same shit, different day. But, yeah, that's that update, guys. I figured this will just be a quick one. As of me filming this in the middle of the night, sorry, my sleep schedule is so out of whack from all the driving. As of filming this, Foodie Booty has not uploaded again. So, we might not have a third video for the day. That's okay, right? That's okay. I'll try to get some other stuff pre-recorded. But thank you so much for tuning on in, you guys. I truly do appreciate y'all, and I hope everyone's having a beautiful, wonderful day or evening, you know, whenever. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like and subscribe, become a fan. I hope hope everyone is taking care of themselves, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care.